and a spark in her eye, streaming her world where the threads fly high. Punching and weaving, making it right. Create when with Candace is live tonight. She's got patterns bold, colors that sing, rug punching magic, doing her thing. Even when Binks takes a snooze on her mat, she's still punching fast, ain't got time for that cat. Punch that rug, weave that dream. Candace is lightning quick as a beam. Even if Binks lays right in her way, she'll finish that rug by the end, okay. Rug punch queen, threading with speed. With Candace around, you've got all you need. Punch, weave, latch, and grin. Candace is here, let the show begin. Blue-eyed Binks likes to steal the scene, curling up cozy on her latest creation. But Candace don't stop, she's on a roll, turning yarn, thread, and wool into works with soul. From swirls to flowers, stripes, and more, her rugs are a hit, fans cheer and roar. She's faster than ever, creative and bright, punching out masterpieces live, oh what a sight. Punch that rug, weave that dream. Candace is lightning quick as a beam. Even if Binks lays right in her way, she'll finish that rug by the end, okay. Rug punch queen, threading with speed. With Candace around, you've got all you need. Punch, weave, laugh, and spin. Candace is here, let the show begin. Toy Rodeo might peak, he's got a clue that Candace is faster than a racing crew. With a laugh and a wink, she punches on through, and that rug's done before you can say phew. Punch that rug, weave that thread. Candace is miles ahead. Even if Binks decides to play, she's still wrapping up rugs by the end of the day. Rug punch queen, create and go. Candace's style, bold and controlled. Punch, weave, latch, and spin. Create with Candace always wins. Yeah, punch it, weave it, thread it right. Candace is crushing it every night. With Binks by her side, she's quick and clean. Toy Rodeo is also a cool bean. She's got a needle in her hand and a spark in her eye, streaming her world where the threads fly high. Punching and weaving, making it right. Create when with Candace is live tonight. She's got patterns bold, colors that sing, rug punching magic, doing her thing. Even when Binks takes a snooze on her mat, she's still punching fast, ain't got time for that cat. Punch that rug, weave that dream. Candace is lightning quick as a beam. Even if Binks lays right in her way, she'll finish that rug by the end, okay. Rug punch queen, threading with speed. With Candace around, you've got all you need. Punch, weave, latch, and grin. Candace is here, let the show begin. Blue-eyed Binks likes to steal the scene, curling up cozy on her latest creation. But Candace don't stop, she's on a roll, turning yarn, thread, and wool into works with soul. From swirls to flowers, is live, oh what a sight. Punch that rug, weave that dream. Candace is lightning quick as a beam. Even if Binks lays right in her way, she'll finish that rug by the end of K. Rug punch queen, threading with speed. With Candace around, you've got all you need. Punch, weave, laugh, and spin. Candace is here, let the show begin. Toy rodeo might peak, he's got a clue that Candace is faster than a racing crew. With a laugh and a wink, she punches on through, and that rug's done before you can say phew. Punch that rug, weave that thread. Candace is miles ahead. Even if Binks decides to play, she's still wrapping up rugs by the end of the day. Rug punch queen, creating gold. Candace's style, bold and controlled. Punch, weave, latch, and spin. Create the Candace always wins. Yeah, punch it, weave it, thread it right. Candace is crushing it every night. With Binks by her side, she's quick and clean. Toy rodeo is also a cool bean.
Well, hello everyone. Hold on. Let me get my my voice turned down. Let me get my music started. There's a process. Okay. And I think we're there. All right. So, where we left off yesterday. No, let me check my games. Oh, well, I landed. That's good. And I caught a trout. So there you go. Our games are working. Now, all we have left is our sky on here. And I'm gonna, you know what, actually let's do this. Where's my remote? I think let's zoom out, because I think we're zoomed in. Alright, I think that's zoomed out as far as we can go. So we have our sky from here to here. You can't quite see all of it. I guess I could lift the thing a little bit. So this is all we have left. It's our sky. And then we'll work on our eyes when we get our glass eyes tomorrow. So what we did do was we put Missy's name on here. And oh, I meant to grab aspirin. Y'all hold on just one second. I am going to grab some aspirin. We've got rain and my head is hurting. just take these real quick. And then we should be good. And there is a Pokemon. Do I have a Geo Ball? I don't think I do. Oh, I may have. Okay. So we talked about putting Missy's name in a cloud. So I'm trying to decide, do I do the letters as the clouds in white, or do I do a cloud around the whole thing and do the letters in a different color? I'm trying to decide which way I want to go with that. How rude. I did not catch it. So So I'm still going to leave that for the moment while I think about that, but I do have the name on there now. Hello, Duval. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in kind of all these areas and try to get it kind of even with these, and then we'll go from there. Whoops. So I don't know how much of this we have left. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do these highest points because I want this color at the very top. So we're just going to fill in all these high points first. I went around and outlined yesterday with this color, and we'll just work our way down until we run out. Ooh. And remember, y'all do not have to come out of Lurk, but you're more than welcome to play the games. And I have them unlimited, so play as much as you want. Oh, excuse me, the weather is icky here. Oh. Wow. Okay, so, oh, I almost threw my trash in my cup, so let's move that around. Okay. Whew. Sorry, I am stuffy. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so we can go to this corner over here. Okay. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Okay, hold on, because I've got okay. So that kind of fills in this area. So now we're going to work on this side way over here. And I'm actually going to turn this way. Did I make y'all dizzy? I hope not. Okay. Hold on, I got to readjust my chair. For some reason, I'm sitting on the edge again, as usual. Okay. There's a Pokemon. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to take this off because this side is rolling. It's got a ton of rug all in my lap here. I dyed a bunch of bright wools yesterday, so I'm excited about starting the laundry rug tomorrow. That's what I'd like to get done, is the sky today. If we don't get it done today, that's fine. Oh, and I do have a new picture of the rug. As soon as I get this done, oh, you know what else? Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. I remember we ignored that. We did. That was a weird one that didn't match the rest of them, so we ignored it. So we're just trying to get these higher points kind of filled in with this color before we run out. Oh, I forgot. I do have a new picture. I keep saying I need to put it up there, don't I? So, here is, let me pull this out. So that's where we're at right now. And we're starting to fill in the sky. That is what we're doing. We're gonna, because we hit white, we're doing that right here because we've got a little cloud. See that white? You caught a branch. Woohoo! Hey, Cordy Cakes. How are you? I hope you are having a great day. So if you haven't seen this before, this is called traditional rug hooking. And it started with burlap sacks and bent nails and old clothes that they couldn't mend anymore. And they would just draw some rudimentary scene on a burlap sack, take a bent nail and pull up loops. So what I use is wool strips. And there is a picture up in the right hand top corner of what the whole thing looked like as of this morning before I started streaming. I can expand that if anybody wants to see it expanded. I only have this much of this color left and I wanted it at the top, so I'm just kind of filling in around everything up at the top before I run out, and then we'll work on the rest of the filling in the sky. So that's kind of my goal at the moment. Thank you, Porch, for checking in. Anybody new here, remember I have exclamation point drop and exclamation point fish. Feel free to play as much as you want to. You don't have to come out of lurk to do so, but you can play. I will not make you uncomfortable, I promise. I love my lurkers, and usually I'm a lurker when I go into other people's streams. Except I will play the games. Awesome. Now, is this your first time in my channel? Because the other thing I do is punch needle by hand. So instead of tufting with the machine, I do all of mine by hand. I do dye my own wool. So what you do is I take wool that's felted. Oh, cool. So I take wool and dye it, and then we cut that into strips, and that is what I use. Oh, that goes with this one. And then what I will be doing, not next week, but the week after, is I use a punch needle. There's a Pokemon in chat, y'all. If y'all haven't played Pokemon before and want to, do exclamation point Poke Start. That'll get you started. And then exclamation Poke Catch is what you do to catch the Pokemon. So, I think I have an eyeball, but I don't know. So then I do this by hand with yarn, and you work from the back and push all your loops through to the front, where this one is worked on the front. And I'll show you just a few that I've done, or a couple of different examples. This one I am taking next week to my daughter. This one I punched. This is a 45-inch rug that I did. Punched that one. This one I hooked. So the process I'm doing now. I do finishing Fridays. We're working on this one, trying to get the binding done on it. And then, but I don't do all traditional rugs. As you can see, the one I'm doing right now is actually for the wall. I have done, this one is a wall piece I did for Easter, and the bunny, his face, ears, and his little belly right there peeking out under his jacket are all done in velvet. So of course you don't want to walk on those. So that is a wall hanging. And then I do take commissions. This one is a commission that his wife had painted a painting, and he wanted me to make a rug out of it. So that was a little bit of a challenge, because with painting you can build on your colors, and I had to try to figure out how to get the waves without being able to layer on top of each other. So that was kind of interesting. So those are kind of what I do. Mine is a slow process. I don't finish anything in a day. You'll never see me finish in one day. We're gonna get this one done, and then I dyed wool yesterday, and there's pictures in my Discord of me dyeing all the wool, but this one is what we're going to start on this week, and I've dyed a bunch of colors for it, and it's a laundry scene, and so we've got a bunch of brights, fun colors that we will work on this next week. We are gone part of the week on vacation, so actually not vacation, just a cute little trip. You cross stitch so you can relate. Yeah. Yes. And so I used to cross stitch. So here's the rabbit holes I went down. I knit and crocheted. I knitted, and you would always end up with part of a skein left, right? So, some little bit of a skein. And when you spend that kind of money for yarn, I didn't want to throw it away, so I kept throwing it in a basket every time I'd finish something. So I had this huge basket full of remnants, and I went to a Fiber Fest in Kentucky and happened to see somebody punching, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is a perfect way for me to use up my yarns. So I taught myself to knit from YouTube, I taught myself to crochet from YouTube, I taught myself to punch needle from YouTube, and as I was going down the rabbit hole of punch needle, that is when I came across traditional rug hooking, and I went down that rabbit hole. Then after all of that, I quit cross stitching just because I liked doing such fine pieces, and my eyes were starting to get a little blurry, and the counting and blah blah. Then I found out I can still have that same fine look of cross stitch and using embroidery floss, but punching it instead. So this one is punched with I still have DMC floss that is probably from the 70s that actually has my grandmother's writing on the little white cards. But I found out you can do punch needle with the DMC flosses by using the Ultra Punch, or it's either called Ultra Punch or Russian Punch. And what's cool about this needle is, of course, you can move it all the way up and make your loops much taller, and the taller your loops are, the more watercolory your piece looks. So now, instead of cross stitching, I actually punch them with the Ultra Punch. So those are the rabbit holes that I have gone down. Now I am embroidering. It's in the other room, but we did do I've never actually done embroidery, and we did a community points challenge that they could spend their points on to make me do embroidery. So I'm working on a bee. And then our last embroidery points challenge, I learned macrame. Now, I probably did macrame back in the 70s, but I don't remember any of it. So we did that. And then I took just cotton, worsted cotton, did a smaller one, and then we did a thicker one and learned a different twist. So we played with that on Friday of last week. This is the points challenge. You want to learn macrame? Out on my Discord, I posted the video to that one, a YouTube video that walks you right through it. So if you want to join our Discord, you're more than welcome to. And there is a video under, I think it's Cocoon Crafts. And I think my Discord link works. This is the one we're going to do next. I've never done any kind of Legos or blocks of any kind. So one of the guys that's usually in my stream, they do these, although they do like 7,200 pieces. Mine's 500 pieces. We're not doing 7,200 pieces. But we do have this that we're going to do next. So I try to find for my channel point rewards things that I haven't tried, which is really kind of hard because I do a lot of crafts and I have a lot of hobbies. But that's what we've got up next. And then we've got, after we get that one fulfilled, we've got an amigurumi. I tried one amigurumi. It was a disaster. I think the head was 3 times the size of the body. And I probably will retry that, but we have a different one that another creator does. You tried knitting but gave up. Okay, so is everybody making, when you try to learn knitting, is it holding your yarn in your left hand? Because here's what I have found, and I can teach people to knit on toothpick sticks. Chopsticks is what we do it when I used to run a booth for our guild. But what I have found is that I could not knit for the life. I wanted to knit so badly. I didn't want to crochet. I wanted to knit. So I learned to knit first. Yep. So try putting your yarn in your right hand. Don't do it in your left hand. Do it in your right hand. It's called throwing, or English style, if you want to look up a YouTube video. And I am betting you'll be off. Because here's what's funny. I hold my yarn in my left hand when I crochet, no problem. I cannot knit with my yarn in my left hand. So all of a sudden I came across a YouTube video and I was like, wait a minute, she's holding her yarn in her right hand. And the minute I saw that, I was gone. And I have knit some really beautiful things, and all because I found a YouTube video where they held their yarn in their right hand instead of their left. Yep, I'm telling you, it will make all the difference. And you'll come back and tell me, you've got it. Why they force you to do it in your left hand, I will never know. I was at the dentist, I was knitting. One of the receptionists, or the girls that worked there, said, my mom and I took classes and my mom just took off with it and I'm pregnant and I can't do it and I want to make a blanket. And I said, all right, I'll come back after lunch and I'm going to show you how to do it. I told her, I said, and I asked her the same question. Did they teach you to use your left hand? She was like, yes. I said, okay, I'm going to teach you something different. I came back, taught her. The next time I came back to the dentist, she was like, I made a blanket. She was so excited. And that's all it is. Why they force you to put it in that hand, I do not know. But my brain just was not wired to do it that way. Or my motor skills or something. And I actually did the masters through the National Guild to be a master teacher. And they said the ones that use their right hand, their pearls are much better than the ones that use their left hand. That they're not near as wonky. So I don't know. Yeah, so look for throwing or English. Or right-handed. Or yarning right hand. One of those. But the technical term is either throwing or English. Because the other is called picking or Continental. But I think only the US truly teaches the left hand. Alright, so I think I've built this. And I'm good with this end. I'm going to turn this. Oh, I'm going to put this back down. I'm going to turn this to here. And I think on the sides I'm good with the other colors coming up to here, so I think I'm just going to keep working right here. Just right in here. Oh, good. You can do it. You can do it. Well, we were able to get all these top little bits filled in that I wanted to use this for before I run out. So now I'm just kind of making a little area to try to fill the rest in. You're good. Awesome. I'm not going to ask if you've started packing yet. Now see, my brain's already going, okay, I need to get this, and I need to wash this, and I need to do this. But you're just kind of going by the seat of your pants, aren't you? Wednesday. Yeah. So on the blue blends, oh, I gotta show you what I did. You may not have seen it. Hold on, let me get over here. Yeah, and I'm gonna go some of that grayer blue as I'm coming up. But I wanted this brighter bluey purple at the very top. You'll just buy it there. Your medication makes you not care. Well, there you go. At least you know. Oh, I just attached myself. So I dyed all of this yesterday. To work on the laundry rug. Yeah, some fun colors, huh? I'm excited. So that'll be fun. That's what I'm hoping we start on tomorrow. I had stain all over me. That was all kinds of colors. It's very bright. It's going to be fun for a laundry room when you don't like doing laundry. All right, so Biz, I need your professional eye. Lunar had suggested that I put Missy's name in a cloud. Yeah, I had it everywhere. Okay, so I've written out her name. So she said put it in a cloud. I'm wondering, do I do a white cloud around it and do it in blue or a different color? Or, because it's kind of like writing it in the sky, right? So do I do the white as the name as they're kind of like floating clouds and then just do the sky around them? Do the name white. That's what I'm thinking too. Make it like a wispy, floaty, cloudy. Okay, that's what I was going to do, and then I start talking myself out of it because I start second guessing myself. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I start second guessing myself. I don't know why I do that. And Cordy Cakes, if you're not following Biz, you need to follow Ambitious over here. He does tufting, and he does beautiful, beautiful tufting. And he puts on a show the whole time he's tufting. You might catch him dancing, you might catch him singing, you just never know. You just never know with Biz. Where mine is very calm and quiet, his is quite entertaining. Quite entertaining. Not cringe, laugh, definitely laugh. It always makes me laugh out loud. Always. And every once in a while, I'll hear Toy Rodeo start laughing, and then I'll hear him go, "Did you hear that?" Or "Did you see that?" Because he's at the other end of the house, watching you too. Always entertaining. Yeah, you're not stuck sitting down. Plus, I don't think your cussing is quite as pronounced as it is with the carving. Ah, cracks me up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this white that's at the end of this strip and put it right up against this white, just to keep that cloud floating right here. Well, hello, Infused with Color. How are y'all? Hey, Miss Deathheart, how are ya? I hope y'all have had a good day. I know your day is farther along than mine. What were you doing today? Leona raid. I love it. I am well. I am well. So what cool thing were you doing today? Infused with Color, which is Leona, they always do some really cool, different things. Very fun twists. They do really cool twists on things. Plus, she's always sampling a tea. Making decisions for your current collage and drawing the next element. Very cool. One of my favorites she did was, I think it was the throne room at Buckingham Palace. And she replaced all the portraits and stuff. It was so funny. Y'all have got to go check her out. And Miss Deathheart, did I hear, was it you that is getting a package from Bizz? Is that right? Do I have that right in my head? I think so. Yeah, that was the Surreal Challenge. It was really cool. I loved it. I actually got to go when we were in England. It just happened to be when the Queen was at Balmoral, so it was, I think that was one of the first years that the palace was open for tours, and we got to go. They are crazy. Well, it's not as far as coming from the U.S., right? So maybe they had put it overnight. But don't have your hopes up, right? Yeah, we did. Thank you. We are just working on the sky. They had laid, in the palace, they had laid down like different rugs, so that you weren't walking on whatever's normally in there, and so it wouldn't get the wear and tear. So, it wasn't exactly, but we did get to see. We did take a pretty big tour. It was kind of fun. So what we're doing right now is we've almost ran out of this wool that I was using, but I wanted to make sure it went around the top. So I've done all around the top, filled in kind of the deep areas, and now I'm just kind of filling it in right here, and then we'll move to some other colors. Wow, that is shocking, right? And now that I do rugs, and the ones that are, more heirloom rugs, I'm like, ah! So, wow. Now, my daughter did the castle in Cardiff, but I haven't been to Wales. I did do England, Scotland, Ireland. I've been to England, Scotland, Ireland. My daughter did her master's at Leeds, so she got to travel all over. But I have not been to Wales. But yeah, that's surprising. They're going to regret that at some point, that they let you walk all over that. Yeah, she took good, she definitely took advantage of being over there. In fact, they jumped the train and ran into London the day Princess Charlotte was born, so that they could see everything lit up in pink. So she got to do that. Actually, we were on the train. We had just moved her in the day it was announced that that Kate was pregnant. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. If y'all play Pokemon, feel free. If you want to but haven't, do !Poke_Start. That'll get you started. Okay, thank you for bringing your friends over here, and go rest. I know it's evening for y'all, so have a great evening, and I will get to talk to you soon, I'm sure. So we just have a few strips left. In fact, it may not even fill all this up, but we're going to try. I'm kind of breaking it up in sections now, because that way if I do have to fill in, it doesn't look quite so funky, right? So I just keep spreading it out. And that way if I have to come in with other colors, and I may be a little OCD, I may like to have stuff really even sometimes. So ignore me. Ignore me. And then we do have our other games. !Drop and !Fish. And y'all feel free to play those as much as you want. You don't even have to come out of Lurk. You can just play the games. They're set on the lowest settings, so you can play them as many times as you want. It does not bother me if you spam my chat with it. Just enjoy it. So I'm just kind of working this, like I said, in sections. I'll show you the one we're going to work on. Hopefully, well, I may not get this completely done today. I do have glass eyes coming for the cat eyes, and they'll be here tomorrow, so we will finish that up tomorrow on stream. And if I don't get the sky done today, we'll finish it tomorrow, but then we're going to work on our laundry room rug, which if you do laundry, you need a bright, fun rug. So these are the colors that we've got going for our laundry rug. All these fun, bright colors. So that is what we'll be working on after we finish this one. Oops, hold on. There we go. You're here and listening, working at the same time on StreamerBot. Okay. I know. You get very into your concentration. You're good. I will yell at you if I need you. And then we'll have to build the sky, although we'll do this first. Oops. Whoops, hold on. There we go. How far can owls turn their heads? Can they go all the way 360? $300? see, I'm gonna run out, but I think I'm okay. Well, maybe I am gonna get it all the way. Huh. There we go. 270 degrees. Well, we were both wrong. Thanks to their special blood vessel system compensating for their immovable eye tubes. So their eye tubes are immovable so they can move their head. Actually going to be able to get this whole thing done. Alright, so now we need to look at I think I'm gonna go right here. That's too bright right there. It's too white. Let's go right here. So I'm going to let this run out to wherever it is, wherever it runs out at, because that is that last piece of that color. So then so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put her name in white. I'm going to turn this a little bit. I'm going to get them outlined first. Almost put it in my cup. There's a Pokemon. This will look like a hot mess, but once I put the outlining around it from the other color, it will squish these together and make it look like letters. I mean, I am going to fill in the inside, but filling in these letters, but like I said, when I fill in around them, it'll look a little better. Okay, so yeah, I know this looks like a blob. You can't even tell, but we're gonna get there. Okay. So let me finish these last two letters. Cool. Did one thing, now you're already done. Well, good. So it sounds like you really like the streamer bot. You don't want to search for, you caught a scooter. Now I know you can't really tell this name, but it will show when once I put the outlines around it. You like spider bot? Streamer bot. Very, very much. Cool. It's way better than Stream Elements or Twitch itself. Well, maybe I will have to check it out. Okay, cool. And there's YouTubes and stuff out there to show it. Do you kind of just like wipe everything out and just start over? Cool. Well, I've got 10 hours of driving. I guess I can research it. You're wiping out as you're installing it. Okay. Nutty. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'll just take this little notebook with me. Uh-oh, I need a pen. Here's a pen. And it's Streamer Bot. And Nutty. I'll put this in my briefcase and take it with me. Oh, I've got to cut more. That's the first time I've had to cut anything today. So I didn't even see that one. I guess my thingies are not going off. Okay, so I think, unless I decide to do another couple of clouds just to kind of make this not look so. So now we need to figure out our blues again. We have now we did already do our ones and twos, so we're probably not going to do that anymore. And we may just throw some of these out and then mix them up and just see what happens with this guy. Hold on just one second. All right, let's see if we can pull off this S without it looking like a hot mess. Ouch. Yeah. You landed for 85. Not bad. You're determined. Yep, you're determined. Catch it. Well, at least, well, you remembered in time. It's not tomorrow yet. Because you're doing a giveaway, right? There's a Pokemon. Do I have a netball? But it is not when great raiders come in. Yeah. All right. Can you tell those are S's? I say you can. Okay, good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these 3 and just throw them in a pile. And we're just going to pull from them as we pull. I think I said I had 18 greens in this rug. I'm not sure how many blues we'll end up with. Alright, I don't want to go too far around with that blue in case we need to weave other blues in. But we now have Missy in there. I'm not going to do the dot. So I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to go ahead and let's cut some strips. I don't like this. Oops. So I pulled some of those up that had big loops on the underneath. So I'm just kind of staying in one area because we're using different colors and just coming back and forth. There's a Pokemon. So I'm just trying to start filling in and closing it up. I don't know if I have any of those. So I'm just doing little circles now. Okay. So now we've kind of got that at least attached. Oops. Bubbles! I love the bubbles. And the confetti. Okay. So now that sky is starting to fill in. And it is going to be kind of stormy, cloudy, it looks like. But I think that's going to be cool. He is, I guess, still in his little hammock in his cat stand out with Toy Rodeo in the living room. He was very cuddly early this morning, but I don't think he's moved all day. He's been sleeping all day. Just lazy. Didn't even come in to see the birds. I won't stream in the afternoons, but it looks like afternoons should be my time because he gets mad and goes away. He doesn't think he has to lay right here. Just going to get this to the end of the top of this Y all filled in. Normally I raid out, but I think today, because I am hungry and I'm gonna go, I probably won't even raid into anybody. We will just end. But I want to finish this. But we definitely aren't going to be done until tomorrow on this rug. Yeah, I will. I'm going to finish this little section right here. I was going to get Toy Rodeo loves shawarma and gyros. I was going to do that for today since it's Father's Day. But they're closed. Our favorite place is closed. So I'll fix something today and then I will order him that tomorrow. Did you hear your name? Do you want to come say hi to Bish? Do you come say hi real quick or no? He's under my feet. Come here. You gonna come say hi? There we go. Yeah, he's wanting lunch. You want to come say hi? Oh, you're putting my... Say hello, Binks. Say hello, Bish. Bish is not Binks. Hey, quit messing with my camera. He's giving you hearts. He's giving you hearts. Yeah. Hey, are you done? Are you done? Are we ready? All right, you ready? Okay, y'all. I guess we're done for today. Oh. Are we done? Do you want to say hi? Hey. 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 Well, I don't know what he's doing. Thank you. Thank you. All right, can you say bye-bye? Thank y'all for hanging out, and I'll be back in the morning. We'll try to finish this rug up, and I will check in on you, of course, first thing in the morning, Bish. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
Got a needle in her hand and a spark in her eye, streaming her world where the threads fly high, punching and weaving, making it right, create